Welcome to PDX Spotlight. I'm your host, Natasha Haynes, and tonight we are downtown Portland at Dante's with Kyle of Delta Halos.
From the west comes a story the wind carried my way, where the hills they remind you every day. Her name was Lady, I tried to understand. I once held her heart in the palm of my hand. There's a place to the north, I've been there back and forth. It's my salvation when I go astray. I find places to lay and highways to roam. There were some that I knew, maybe more than a few, led me nowhere but to solitude. But I guess I never known. There were some that kept you waiting, they were the same that led back home. So I headed down south, and that's where I found out it takes time to learn with each page that I turn. But my heart it beat while I'd sleep like a stone. And the words I can't find, I won't pay them no mind. It's a hard-pressed line between reason and rhyme this time, so I'm going home. 'Cause she gives me shelter on the nights when I'm alone. And it goes, I don't know why it takes a fool to make me laugh and a lady to cry. Never quite knew where I was going to. I guess I'll never know. There were feelings I knew, I'd swear they were true, but they'll never show. So I wished them the best and then went on my way. I wish there was more to say. Sometimes all you can do is just curse and carry on. There's something inside this heart, there's reasons that I can't part. I've got a lifetime in waiting and want all along the western fronts. So when this story unfolds, worth its weight in gold, you'll find time's hand is a hard hand to hold. But her name was Lady, now I understand. I once held her.
We are hanging out downstairs at Dante's with the one-man band, the Delta Halos. Welcome. Thank you for being on the show tonight.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Excited.
So let's talk about that name, because it threw me off at first.
it
When I
does
hear
everybody.
Delta Halos, I'm thinking I'm seeing a band. So how
Yeah.
did you go about choosing that name?
I was writing one day, and this was kind of when the tail end of my band that I used to be in. And I was just writing, and I remember I jotted it down because I have notebooks everywhere that I just always jot random stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
And I jotted that down thinking of a lyric. And then it just eventually, months later, I was recording, and it hit me. I was like, hey, that could work as a, name for this whatever I'm doing.
Right.
And so I just kind of stamped it. I had a stamp made and just stamped it on CDs that I passed out to friends, and then they started being like, well, when are you going to play live? When are you going to get a band together? I'm like, oh, dude, I don't need a band right now.
You're like, it's me. I am the
Yeah.
band.
I'm like, I'm having fun with this. I don't want to put too much thought into it. I just want to do it. I want to record, and sometimes I can move really fast-paced, and some people can't. So nothing, I don't mean that in any
Yeah.
bad way, but it's like it was just easier to and funner to experiment and do something on my own. So I just kind of stuck the name on there, and I don't know why, it's just not my bag, I guess, the whole singer-songwriter with a name. It fits for a lot of people, Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, and everything like that, but I just didn't want to go on stage and be like, hey, I'm Kyle. Yeah, it's this weird thing I have about that.
Do you find yourself?
Egos, and so it was just like.
Do you
I'm
find
sorry?
yourself stepping into like a different persona when you get on stage?
No.
Like, no?
No,
You're like-
no. I like to get up there, introduce myself, and say, "Hi, my name's Kyle. The music is Delta Halos," and then I'll just, I'll kind of bring it up here and there throughout the show, and just say, later on down the line, I'll just say, something like, "Yeah, so, if the recordings that you get have a lot more instruments than just me and a guitar, but I like to kind of keep it low-key and intimate, I guess, as far as live."
That's such an interesting concept to say the music is Delta
Yeah.
Halos.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's an ego thing. I try to avoid that, and I think that helps a lot, because I do believe that there is that separation where I guess it would almost be like I'm the messenger. No, not really.
Wow.
All right, this is another one off the new album. This one's called For You.
We shared the wine, lost track of time, then spilled the wine, but it's fine. Try not to think about it, 'cause I'm here with you tonight. No relief, it's got you shaking like a leaf. You say, but I'll return some summer day. So don't you ever worry, 'cause I'll return to you. No, don't you ever worry, I'll save all my love for you. These are the days, our only days. These are the days, our holidays. They belong to you and me. And if I'm gone on, don't you cry, 'cause it's alright. I'll return to you on your favorite summer day. These are the days, oh, these are the days we dream about. Like the sun returning to the sea. I'll be yours eternally. Now and forever, now and forever, we'll be better than it was. Yeah, better than it was. Just say you love me just because. Just say you love me just because. We shared the wine, lost track of time, then spilled the wine, but it's fine. Try not to think about it, 'cause I'm here with you tonight. So don't you ever worry, 'cause I'll return to you. No, don't you ever worry, I'll save all my love for you. And we'll spend our days on holiday. We'll spend our days on holiday.
So when did you first know that music was something that you wanted to dive into? What was your first instrument that you picked up?
I believe it was bass when I was about 12, I want to say. 12 or 13. I grew up, my older sister kind of had this phase in like punk rock and everything, and so, I kind of went down that road, and started getting interested in more music, what they listened to, and I just from there picked up. I think I went bass to drums, and then eventually got around to guitar when I started playing in a more kind of rock band, I guess, and played guitar and sang in it.
Now, are you picking up these instruments by yourself and just kind of self? Yeah.
Yeah. There's really no way I'm going about it. It's just, I just like to experiment and see, whatever I can get my hands on: mandolin, harmonica, piano. I also actually, that reminds me, I played saxophone for like 4 or 5 years before the bass in elementary school. How did I forget that?
That's crazy. So you've got a bundle of instruments, which does make you your own band.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And we see that a lot on your in your songs. It features it's you.
Yeah.
So has anyone ever told you that you sound a lot like Elliott Smith?
Yeah, I've heard that actually quite a few times, and I didn't listen to him until, honestly, when did I? It was actually at Everyday Music in Portland. I think it was the last tour I was on in October. And I had heard a couple of his tunes before that from friends where I'm like, all right, let me hear this guy, since I've been hearing that a lot. And so finally I got one of his albums, and I was driving up to Seattle and listened to it, and I could definitely hear the similarities, definitely.
And you guys play a lot of the same instruments: harmonica, bass,
right.
guitar,
Yeah.
piano.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
guys kinda
so
have
it's
that.
it's definitely a compliment. I take it. I mean, I've heard a lot. I've had people mistake me for a girl. It was just kind of funny, and I take it lightly. Because I do have some songs where I hit the higher notes, and I think it was a review site that I was talking to had said something that they liked the duet.
Like the duet.
And I was like, thanks, I suppose. That's just me, though.
That's great, though, that there's so many levels to the Delta Halos. Or Delta
Yeah.
Halos, seriously.
Mhm.
Followed the western song, now looking for an answer. 'Cause all I had was my name. Whoa. So I walked out to the shore, got my thoughts and nothing more. Don't think I'll come back out the same. I went running, and I did not stop. 'Cause sometimes you're better off just to walk away. 'Cause when heartache turns to sorrow, then what will come tomorrow? If there's nothing left today, it seems I've lost what's never come my way. Without a word or a sound, yeah. But if tomorrow I get lost in my dreams, it's there I'll be found. I sit and watch 1,000 people pass by, and I wonder, yes I wonder, if it's hello or goodbye. And ooh, what I'm waiting for keeps me waiting on this shore. So is it really any wonder the way I feel right now? And if thoughts just don't compare to the dreams that once were there, then things will never be the same. Led me back to where I've been, just not where I wanna be. Whoa, and if I could find that shore, I'd ask for nothing more, because my thoughts are all that I need. It seems I've lost what's never come my way. Without a word or a sound, yeah. But if tomorrow I get lost in my dreams, there I'll be found. Thank you guys. Cheers.
Can I ask what this key is that's hanging around
Yes,
your...
that's a good question. I get that a lot. This is St. Christopher, saint of traveling. My family is all, at least not my immediate family, but a lot of my family back in Chicago in the Midwest is, which I'm not from. I'm from Oregon, but I visit there a lot, or used to. Is very strong Irish Catholic, and the first tour that I went on, or not the first, but one of the earlier ones, my mom gave me this necklace and was like, I know this is dumb, but will you please just take this and wear it? And I've kept it every day ever since. And I actually almost left it like the first week that she gave it to me. I was in Arizona, I think, and my drummer the next day was like, did you forget something? Because I showered and left it in the bathroom, and I'm like, thank you.
Oh, no.
So then that's where that comes from. But the key is from the last band I was in, our cash box.
Okay.
Because I did not want to lose that key, because that was our money, our cash cow.
Near and dear to the near and
So
dear
I'm
to
like,
the
that stays right there. I always know where it's at. And then of course I lose it the first week. But never again did that happen.
Where do you want to take this? Where would you like to see your music go?
I try not to get too far ahead of myself with that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do have, dreams and aspirations with it for sure, but I just try and keep it on the level, and I try not to expect anything till it happens. Like one of my mottos I've always kept being a musician and being a working musician is, and this is one thing that, take note kids, keep your expectations low so you're never disappointed, because being an independent musician, especially this day and age, is very difficult, and a lot of people come into this game and expect, like I'm going to do something, but a lot of it's tough. And so I've always just kind of kept it very basic. I keep a very low overhead and just try and stay focused in the moment. And I mean, as far as, what I'm doing with it, I try and book myself out at least like 4 to 6 months in advance everywhere, so that way I'm always busy. But, excuse me.
And how do you find yourself doing that? If you're booking these shows and stuff independently, is it just networking or?
Yeah, just, a lot of the resources I've had being in past traveling bands, and a lot of my friends, it's kind of funny that we all kind of grew up doing the whole punk rock and roll thing, have kind of mellowed out, where everyone's doing more, folky and mellower stuff. So it's kind of nice that we've all established ourselves in our respective regions, and so we've all got this kind of in with each other to be like, hey man, I'm going to be in town, can you get me in, so it's kind of nice that to have that advantage, and yeah, it's just definitely, it's all about networking. About a girl, she found a hole, I'd love to run away, yeah, run away. She acts a lot like me, and me a lot like she, what can I say? We're gonna run away.
knows about a song. All day she'll sing along and get lost in the words all day long. She doesn't worry, she doesn't worry if tomorrow ever comes. She doesn't worry at all. She's like a flower that's been blown in the air. She doesn't care, she goes anywhere. The wind's gonna blow her. And in the heart of the darkness finds the part that's the darkest and wraps it in clover. I know. 'Cause she'd rather worry if the sun gets in her eyes or if it's gonna rise before her night's over. And if that sun refuses to shine, she don't mind, 'cause she's just a girl. Yeah, I know about a girl. She found the hole I broke by running away. She just couldn't stay. And when she shines, she shines on, just like a flower that's been known in the air. She doesn't care, she goes everywhere, and she knows she's never alone. And as the autumn leaves are falling from the tree, she knows, yeah, she knows. She knows she's never alone. 'Cause she knows how to sing the blues, and she takes them away. She makes a nighttime move today. Ooh, yeah. And when she sings the blues, she makes a whole world move. But if she doesn't sing today, I'll have to make it on my own.
How do we get in touch with you? Where can we find you?
Well, you know, there's the book.
The book, right?
The book. That's not the technical term, but everyone knows what you're talking about because it's a very important thing this day and age. So you can find me on Facebook, Delta Halos, Reverb Nation, Delta Halos, YouTube. I think I started a Twitter account, but I have not used it yet. I'm starting to see, like, in emails, like, oh, so-and-so is following you on Twitter, or it's Twitter or Tumblr, I don't remember, to be honest. So I need to get around to actually utilizing that. And I guess you can just find me in any city I'll be in if I'm in your city, because I try and get around a lot.
There you go. So
Yeah.
Google Delta
Google, yeah,
right?
there's that.
Google Delta Halos. And if we want to get our hands on a copy of All Along the Western Front, how do we go about doing that?
You can get it at the shows. If you really are an old school chap like myself, you can do the just snail mail. I'll mail you one. just email me your address and I can send them out. I have it. It's available on iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby, Spotify, all of those sites. I don't remember all of them. A lot.
So it's out there.
But, yeah,
iTunes,
yeah.
Amazon.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. And,
Well,
yeah.
Fair enough. Thank you so much for
Yes.
sitting down and talking with me.
Yes,
I enjoyed
thanks
this.
for having me.
Cheers.
It's been good. Cheers. Salute.
To a
As
good
they say
night.
in Norway, skull.
Skull.
I met him at the bar, that's where we drank till 2 a.m. Talked about our lovers and the places we had been. I don't understand how it's 6 a.m. again. Well, I asked him one more question just before it got too late. Are our loves truly lonely and do angels keep their faith? She said, just don't forget your roots, boy. Remember what I said. And she said, I guess that's just the way it goes when you spend your whole life desperate. Some people just can't be redeemed. Yeah, I tried that hand so many times, it gets easier for me to find a difference between outlaws and angels. Now if you ever make it out past Colorado, by the way, be sure and look me up, you know we'll dance the night away. We'll swing with the losers all night long. 'Cause I swing with the losers and the psychos and the scum. We live 4 days away. Don't worry about the bad things we have done. We were only having fun. But I guess that's just the way it goes when you spend your whole life desperate. Some people just can't be redeemed. Yeah, I tried that hand so many times, it gets easier for me to find the difference between outlaws and angels. Some people get the breaks, some I never understood. I ain't no good. Yeah, me, I'm not a gamble. Don't you even try. I'll break your heart. I'll make you cry. No. Now if I ever make it down to see the streets of New Orleans, I swear I'll write a letter. I swear I'll make a scene, raising hell all night long, just like those country songs we used to sing. And if I never make it back, we all know the reasons why. Get my heart up to the highway, left my worries there to die. I'm gonna fly, fly, fly. Gonna change these worn out strings. Don't worry about a thing. Don't worry about a thing. I'm gonna swing, swing, swing. That's a difference between. I'm gonna swing, swing, swing. That's a difference between. Swing, swing, swing. That's a difference between. The difference between outlaws and angels. Thank you.